Thanks for joining us. We begin with Brooklyn Park Police investigating a weekend shooting that left one person dead and another seriously injured. Police say it happened around 2 Saturday afternoon at a shopping mall parking lot on Brooklyn Boulevard. Police found 2 people with gunshot wounds. One of the victims, identified as 23-year-old Ramon Blue of Stewartville, Minnesota, was shot multiple times and died at the hospital. There was no update Monday on the other victim, who police say was seriously wounded. According to police, the shooter fled the scene before officers arrived. As we went to air Monday, no arrests had been made. Meanwhile, Robbinsdale police are also investigating a weekend shooting in which 2 teens were shot. Police say they responded to the shooting after midnight Sunday. Officers found that a pair of 17-year-olds had been shot in the parking lot of an apartment complex in the 4200 block of 46th Avenue. One of those victims, at last check, was in critical condition. The other had non-life-threatening injuries. Initial searches didn't find the shooter, but a person of interest was questioned by detectives. At this time, no arrests have been made. A Golden Valley man is being charged after shooting a woman in the leg. Police say 32-year-old Nico Boyer shot his friend's girlfriend in the thigh last week. According to the criminal complaint, he threatened her with a gun and told her to leave his home after she rejected his advances. Police later found him under the influence of drugs and pounding on a neighbor's door. He was charged with assault and hospitalized for minor injuries following his arrest. He was later booked into the county jail. His bail was set at $100,000. In other news, 2 area teenagers are taking to their tents for a good cause. I learned about their special twist on the interfaith outreach Sleep Out.
Any Boy Scout is no stranger to a camping trip. But this outdoor adventure is different for longtime scouts Landon Coster and Miles Castleberry.
It's kind of interesting, a little nostalgic.
First, it's in their backyards. Second, it's December.
On the really windy day the other day, my face was like completely frozen. When I woke up, I had to separate my eyelashes to my eyes.
Landon and Miles are taking part in Interfaith Outreach's Sleep Out fundraiser, but most people do it for one night.
I'd say it does take a little bit of craziness to sleep out here for at least a month now, which we've been doing it.
That's right, a month. The pair started their Sleep Out, Landon's second and Miles' first annual,
this little guy,
on November 3rd.
Yeah.
All documented on Instagram.
It's much colder out here. Wish me luck tonight.
Despite the cold, the pair is persisting for IOCP.
Doing it until $25K, yeah.
$25,000. IOCP Executive Director Kevin Ward says their persistence is powerful to raise awareness for suburban housing insecurity.
It's actually something physical that the community can do to some way, somehow get an understanding of what it's like being unhoused and not having anywhere to sleep.
Miles and Landon's money will go into a pot that helps IOCP's mission with things like housing, childcare, and employment assistance. It's also a powerful chance for empathy.
I'm very grateful because I can come inside in the morning and eat my breakfast inside and warm up before school. I know a lot of people don't have that privilege.
The boys' setup is simple: a pillow, pad, and sleeping bag. So as the nights get colder, Landon and Miles are persisting for the neighbors who might not be so lucky.
You get gratitude and understanding, a little more empathetic.
Anyone can sleep out this month or donate to Landon and Miles' cause and bring them inside. We'll post more details at ccxmedia.org. There's a town near us with some very youthful leaders, one run by children. CCX News reporter Sarah Allen explains.
What's your credit card number?
Welcome to J.A. Biztown.
We get to go around and see everyone's business.
A kid-sized city, complete with a bank, city hall, and medical research facility.
The kids are actually doing some surgery on our cadaver.
There's even a mayor.
Mr. Mayor, can you tell me what your role is here in Biztown?
My role here at Biztown is kind of to just supervise everyone, see how everyone's doing, making sure that everything's moving well.
This is more than just make-believe.
We've been selling a lot. We got some hats, and we also have some disco ball necklaces and inflatable microphones and some sunglasses.
Mayor Jack Tanner and his fellow fifth graders from Weaver Lake Elementary School are getting some real-life experience.
I'm in the Entrepreneur Hub as a product designer and currently Currently, I am making mugs.
Junior Achievement BizTown gives students the opportunity to try out a career they might have in the future.
Anything that you can imagine is represented in BizTown.
From construction workers to mail carriers and journalists.
How long have you been a teacher?
This is my 8th year teaching.
One of the best parts of any job is getting paid. Kids will take their paychecks to the bank, deposit them, and then they'll get these preloaded debit cards to shop with.
They get to take home anything they purchase, but they do have to be savvy about budgeting their money and not overspending.
The students learn about taxes and insurance in a setting that may resonate more than in a classroom.
If they can touch it, see it, and experience it, they're going to learn it much faster than they are just, watching something or hearing me talk.
The field trip is designed to make learning fun and give kids a glimpse into their future.
They'll say, now I really understand what my parents mean when they're tired after a day of work. I think it really opens their mind to think about the world in a completely different way than they have before.
In St. Paul, Sarah Allen, CCX News.
The Junior Achievement BizTown sites serve schools in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and North Dakota.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Providence Academy is the top-ranked team in Class 2A girls basketball. The 3-time defending state champions remain unbeaten over the weekend. John Jacobson has highlights from a state tournament rematch. Albany coming to Plymouth to take on the Lions. These 2 teams have met in each of the past 4 state tournaments. But the Huskies graduated a lot of talent from last year, and this one wasn't close. McKenna Schaefer tips the Albany pass, and this turns into a layup for Madden Greenway. It's a 10-4 Providence lead. Emma Millerburn steals the ball here and leads the transition back the other way. Millerburn takes it herself. Lions are up 22-5. 8th grader Beckett Greenway is another great shooter in the family. She drains a 3-pointer here to extend the Providence lead. Beckett finishes the night with 19 points. Still in the first half, Hope Counts is left wide open in the corner and knocks down a 3-pointer. 13 first-half points for Counts. Providence leads 47-13. It was 57-13 at halftime. Opening possession of the second half, and Counts passes to Madden Greenway, who lays in 2 more of her game-high 32 points. All 5 Providence starters score at least 8 points in the game as the Lions rout Albany 94-24. Providence also beat Winona Cotter on Saturday to run their season's record to 7-0. In Plymouth, John Jacobson, CCX Sports. The Cooper boys basketball team has a busy week ahead with 4 games. That includes a contest against Robbinsdale district rival Armstrong Saturday that you can see live on CCX. First, though, the Hawks opened the season against Minneapolis South. Cooper and Orange in their season opener in boys basketball hosting Minneapolis South. Noah Lease with the steal, and he goes all the way for 2, and the Hawks pull within 22-18. Ramadan Ibrahim answers with a drive and tough hoop off the glass for the Tigers, and they're up 26-23. He scores 11 total. Caden Hicks with a nice drive from the wing and then dish to Taborian Thompson for 2 inside as Bo Powell and the Hawks take a 2-point lead into halftime of this one. Second half, and South gets out on the break. Diamantre Scott lays it in, and South leads 32-29. Defense leads to offense for Cooper here. Abel Mason with the block, and he sends it to Thompson, who works his way up court and attacks to score despite getting bumped. The game is tied up at 43-43. It stays close all the way. Yusuf Hussein with the pass fake, and his pull-up in the lane bounces and drops in, and Cooper is within 2. After the Hawks take a brief lead, a big basket for South. After the first try is blocked, Jameer Wright is open for a corner 3, and he hits. Wright leads South with 17, and the Tigers hold off Cooper for a 57-53 win. The Maple Grove girls hockey team has faced some tough opponents early this season. Chaz Moots has highlights from their game against Moorhead.
Maple Grove 5-3 on the season heading into their game against Moorhead. The Spuds ranked 8th in the state in Class 2A. First period, Crimson looking to get on the board first. Harper Weineke, nice dish to Kate Fisher, but Taylor Cresson, nice stop for the Spuds. Later in the first, Maple Grove back in the O-zone. Weineke, deke backhand shot on net. Another glove save from Cresson. No scoring after one. Second period, Moorhead throws the puck near net. Looked like the Crimson had it, but the puck was loose. Haley Melquist puts it in. Spuds go up 1-0. Jumping to the third period, 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Crimson battling near the crease. Loose puck again. Maddie Elfstrand jams it in. That ties the game at 1. Under a minute to play, last chance for both teams. Moorhead with the steal. Lauren Heeneman centering pass to Anna Bjorklund. Great save from the Crimson's Bella Prozer. She had 23 saves on the night. No scoring in overtime, so the Spuds and Crimson settle for a 1-1 tie. In Maple Grove, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.